Is your IBR module light on? Well, what's going on, guys? Today I have a 2013 GTX Limited 260 with the independent suspension that has the IBR module light on. And today I'm going to show you how to check that and potentially keep you from having to replace your IBR actuator motor, which is right here, as you can see. So I'm just going to give you a couple things to check on before it ultimately, results into this. This particular motor is actually discontinued. So if your motor ends up being bad and you have a 2013, then you'll have to find a used one, probably off eBay or somewhere. So let's jump right into it. So gonna first tell you some tools that you're going to be needing. First, you can see here my handy dandy screwdriver set that you see in probably most of my videos. Something to keep your bolts and stuff in. And then handy dandy lights, some Allen keys. I actually picked up these Allen keys that I could use on a socket set, or my electric socket wrench that I have here that is also really handy. And then, yeah, of course, your socket sets here. So before you check anything with your IBR, always make sure you disconnect the battery. So if you have this one of these models that has the independent suspension, you'll have this cover that I've already taken off here. There's two latches right here that you'll pull up to release, and you'll have these two you'll have a storage compartment here that'll be over the battery. It's not connected to anything, so you don't have to unbolt anything. But the other one, you'll have to use the M4 Allen key to be able to undo that storage compartment. So here's the battery compartment here, and yeah, you just want to take your normal terminals off. The first thing when you're checking your IBR module is you want to make sure your battery's good. So get you a battery tester, check your voltage. It needs to be reading about 12.7. And then also, this is your fuse box here. You're going to have a 30 amp. It tells you right on the box here, you have a 30 amp IBR fuse, and you're also going to have a 5 amp fuse as well. So you can pop this little guy off. And fortunately, you don't see any corrosion. Let's see if I can get this thing off with one hand. There we go. You don't see any corrosion or any mold or anything where water's been sitting in this compartment here. So I checked both of those. Both of those ended up checking out. This battery was also good. I'll make sure I get that snapped on back nice and tight. Looks like it. So the battery's also good. So that leaves me, okay, what's next? It's got to be something related to the actuator specific. So to access the actuator, it's obviously going to be right here on the port side, back left port. Remove your this thing right here, and that's going to pull up your like I said, the left storage compartment, and then you're going to be able to have access to your actuator motor. So there's 3 electrical connections here. You want to remove all of them. Make sure you don't see any like green mold or mildew or anything like that. And then what I did was I put dielectric grease, if you didn't see any already from the factory, in this on those electrical connections, to make sure it's getting a good solid connection. There is one more connection. I said 3 right up underneath this black one here. That one's pretty hard. You use pinch down and pinch up with your 2 fingers to be able to pull that one out. That one looked pretty good as well. This compartment looks also pretty good. Doesn't look like a lot of water's been in here. So nice and I wouldn't say clean, but it's better than some that I've seen. So yeah, the main thing is you want to check those electrical connections, and you might save yourself some time spent on eBay looking for a refurbished actuator, and also quite a bit of money. So that ended up being the deal. What was wrong with this jet ski was just the electrical connections. It was actually this one right here that I pointed out that was loose. So I plugged it back in, cranked it back up, and the IBR module light went away, and I verified the IBR was working with the reverse bucket now in the forward position. So thank you guys for watching my videos. If you guys have any questions about this IBR video on this Sea-Doo GTX, just drop them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.